games going on?
It wasn't something I really
Yeah.
paid attention to until actually Luis Perdomo came in the dugout, and he just came up to me, and because the day before he actually told me that I was going to go strike out 10 guys, and so he comes up to me and he was like, "Hey, good job, 10 strikeouts," and I was like, "Oh," so that was the first time that it really hit me.
And it's actually the second most strikeouts. This stadium's been here for 13 years, second most strikeouts in this stadium's history, tying Kerry Wood and Rich Hill, two major leaguers, and Starling Peralta had 14 a couple years ago, and I guess if you had one more inning, you had a chance at that, but pitch counts hit and all that, but pretty good performance, and I guess nice to get your name in a record book.
No, it's definitely really cool. It was, it was just nice to go out and pitch well, and to be mentioned with those guys' names. It's pretty cool, and it's something I'll never forget, and something I'll always be able to look back on.
Important part, winning the game, and there were a couple plays that were a big part of that. One was a pickoff you had over at first base early, and another was a pickoff your battery mate had, Steve Bean, with a strike to third when it was second and third. You got the strikeout, and probably a called play for Steve on the pickoff, but threw a ball at the third and got that guy out into the inning. Big play in yesterday's game.
Yeah, both were huge plays. The pickoff by me, you don't really pick guys off too often, so
Right.
it was nice to have. And then Steve, he made a really big throw down to Paul, and we got that guy out there, and we had to strike him out, throw him out. Nobody really knew what was going on,
Yeah.
but it was a big play by Steve to get us out of the inning.
Seemed both of the umpires thought there were a different amount of outs, is I think kind of what it seemed like it happened, but we got it figured out. Pickoff move, is that something you work on? Maybe something just in the off season or spring training? Because I see you guys doing a lot of PFPs, and it's not usually that kind of stuff. So how do you work on that and get better at it?
It's just something that I'll do every here and there, after my bullpens or just some dry work. I won't always throw it. I'll just kind of work on the footwork. And, yesterday it seemed like it paid off.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know a special night for you, California native, so it's not a lot of time that your family gets to come to Illinois to watch, but your mom was here last night and got to see that great performance. That had to be an extra special feeling for you to pitch that way with mom in the crowd.
No, definitely. It was really nice to have mom come out. She, she made the little quick trip over here, and, it was just nice to see her and be able to pitch in front of her and kind of hear her voice in the crowd. The crowd was electric yesterday, but there's something where I'm just always able to hear her voice no matter what.
Of course you are. You can always hear mom's voice, whether it's good or bad, right? You know that it's coming.
Always.
And you got to pitch against a good friend in Justice Sheffield. You guys were, 3 picks apart in the draft last year? He went 31, you went 34. I know you guys played together for Team USA, so to go toe-to-toe with him, you guys both went 6 innings, gave up the same amount of hits, same amount of runs. You got the strikeout advantage on him, 12-4. A little trash talk afterwards, or just a friendly handshake?
Just a friendly handshake. He's a good friend of mine. We played on Team USA together, did a few other events here and there, but he's a good guy. It was really nice to see him, and it's always fun to go up against friendly competition and be able to go pitch against him. So it was really cool to be able to see him, watch him go throw a good game, and it was just competition between two friends.
Another familiar face you've gotten to see a couple of times this year, your old coach is the pitching coach for Burlington. We played them, it seemed like nonstop there for a while in the middle of July, and you pitched against them a couple times, and I saw you guys catching up, before games or whatever. What is it like to see your former high school coach now as a professional coach working with the Angels system and in the same league, and you get to go up against them a couple times? That's got to be pretty fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Ethan and I've known him since I was a freshman in high school, and he left after my junior year to go coach in the Angels organization. To be able to see him and just be able to be around him, it's always fun just kind of catching up. I catch up with him in the off season sometimes, but to be able to see him during season, and it's really cool to be able to go and throw in front of him.
And he obviously has worked with a lot of very good talent. Lucas Giolito, Max Fried, you, 3 guys out of the same high school, all high draft picks, all a great shot at making the major leagues. What's it like having those 2 guys there? I'm sure they've given you some advice and work out in the off season and mentor you a little bit, and to have those guys there.
No, it's definitely a lot of fun to be able to know those guys, and I've gone to school with them. They're both great guys, and it's not too often you kind of get some guys coming from the same high school that are as talented as those 2 guys were. So it's fun to be able to know them. They've definitely taught me a lot and just what I need to do. And work out with them in the off season, so it's great to be around them.
We finish up here. You guys as a starting unit, 6 of you, and it seems like there's a little bit of a friendly competition. Austin goes out there and goes, 7 and 2/3 the other night. Then you go out there and strike out 12. Matt's going to go out there tonight and do his thing. And then Dwayne and Luis, little friendly competition between you guys and just having fun and see if you can pitch better, I guess, than the guy before and help this team to keep going the way we've been playing the last month?
I mean, it's been a really good run for us. We've been on quite a run just as a team in general.
Right.
And then, as starters, we just try to go as long as we can, pitch as good as a game, put our team in the chance to win the ball game. And Austin, he's been really good. He's been going out. He's been throwing really well, and I just try to follow him and do what I can. So it's always fun. There's always a little bit of competition between us.
Well, see if Matt can top your numbers from last night, get to the 6 innings. That's the most important thing, right? 6 innings, give the team a chance to win, and let the offense grab a couple runs and keep that win streak going.
Oh, always. We always want to win. We always want to be in a position to win the game.
Exactly what we've been doing lately. We'll see you on the mound in Dayton early next week over in Ohio as we head on the road. Anything different when you pitch on the road than pitching at home? I know you're comfortable out here on the mound, but you get out there on the road. Anything different?
Just the routine changes a little bit, but you try to keep it as similar as possible.
The key is to make somebody else go on the first day, right? So you get a good night's sleep before you get out there on day 2, which actually I think is exactly what you're going to do. So that works out perfect. Well, go get ready to cheer you guys on tonight. Great job last night, 12 strikeouts, 6 innings, and a 2-1 Chiefs win. Jack, appreciate you joining me.
Thank you.
All right, Jack Flaherty, our Pekin Insurance, beyond the expected player of the game from last night as the Chiefs got the 2-1 win. Nick Thompson grabbed both RBI yesterday as the Chiefs swept Lake County. Now we welcome in the Fort Wayne Tin Caps, the only time they are here all season. In fact, the only time we'll play them all season with this 3-game series. We thank you for coming out this evening. We've got a couple promotions for the rest of the weekend I'll talk about here for a second as we take a look at these. The first is the Joe Madden bobblehead giveaway for tomorrow night. Joe was our second ever manager in 1984. It was his first year anywhere as a skipper back when we were in the Angels organization. And Joe then obviously with the Tampa Bay Rays and taking them to the World Series, winning a couple of Manager of the Years, and now up in Chicago in the Joe Madden bobblehead in his 1984 Chiefs jersey. That'll be the giveaway tomorrow for the first 1,000 fans that come through the gates. And then on Sunday, we've got this pretty snazzy tin lunchbox for the first 1,000 kids that come through the gates under the age of 12 on Sunday. We'll get this all-star lunchbox courtesy of the Children's Hospital of Illinois. So that is our Sunday giveaway. Sunday is a 5 o'clock start. We've got another giveaway on Sunday as well. The first 1,000 fans through the gates get a Paul DeYoung player poster courtesy of the Journal Star and CityLink. Kids 12 and under, in addition to getting the lunchbox, can get the PNC Kids Eat Free. A $5 ticket gets them a free hot dog, free soda, and a free bag of chips. They can run the bases after the game, and we'll have play catch on the field. At 4 o'clock when gates open as well, and Chiefs players will sign autographs down here at 4:15 as well. Tonight, a big thanks to 97.3 Nash FM. Central States Fireworks, they provide the fireworks show tonight as well. We've got a pitch in for a charity tennis ball toss to raise money for the March of Dimes. So go up by the Pete Van Auken statue. Tennis balls 6 for $5 or $1 each. Chance to win prizes down here on the field post game. And then another fireworks show tomorrow, sponsored by SEFQ as well, with the 6:30 start tomorrow night. Thanks for coming out. Be loud. Cheer the Chiefs on. We appreciate you spending your Friday with us here at Dozer Park.
Word live.